What's happening in the world today, real estate rock stars? This is Kelly, your real estate ninja.
This is Matt Middlestat, your 10X agent. Hope everybody's having a great day today.
Yeah, buddy. You know what, Matt? It kind of, I'm going to date myself. It used to be a show I watched in the 80s called The Dukes of Hazzard.
No, I
And
love the Dukes of
you remember,
Hazzard,
and
man.
there were two guys on there. They called themselves Grits and
Roscoe,
Greens.
Roscoe. Remember Roscoe?
Roscoe P. Coltrane, and then the other guys were Grits and Greens. You and I are the Grits and Greens of the 8 ways to earn income in real estate. So, yeah, take it away, buddy. What are we talking about today, Matt? Because I think this is like the third of three of the ways you can create income. So, walk us down. What are the two that we talked about briefly, and then let's jump into the third way that a real estate agent could realize income outside of. And guys, for those of you following us in this series, we're going to complete this probably in the next 5 to 6 days, and you can go back and watch all 8 ways. But this is an eye-opening experience for agents who want to treat their business as more than just their last closing. A lot of real estate agents get pigeonholed, and all they're thinking about is, I got to get a closing. I got to get. And the problem is, on closing day, you get what, Matt, at the title company? They hand you a what?
Paycheck or a direct deposit, depending on what state
Exactly.
you're
But
in.
you get money that day. But here's the problem. Once you get the money, you're out of business. Now you got to go find more money. So what we try to do is open up your eyes to the possibility of creating income in your business in more ways than just, and there's nothing wrong with getting commission checks. I love them. I love them. I love them. But we want you guys to have an eye-opening experience that you can, if you'll open up your eyes and treat your real estate business like a business, a cash flow cow, create opportunities to make income in ways more than just closing. So, Matt, take us away. Where are we at right now?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And by the way, what's a pigeonhole? I don't
That's a
understand that
hole that a
one.
pigeon flies down and you never see it again.
Okay. I just hadn't really understood
Would
that
it confuse if I threw
analogy
out the
there.
term dog leg left?
A dog leg left.
That's
I have
golf.
no idea. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, let me just go ahead and pull this up really quick, and I'm just going to kind of give you a refresher because the next part has to do with the same thing we talked about 2 weeks ago, which is the stock purchase program. Okay. If you watch that video, it was about 2 weeks ago. We talked about where at Real Broker, you have the option to opt into the stock purchase program, which allows you as an agent to basically contribute to it out of every single paycheck. Now, this version here was as you were capping, you could take out 5%, okay, of your commission, and the company will bonus you 1 year later 15% on those shares that you purchased. Now, the beautiful thing is it's almost like getting a 15% discount if you really look at it in hindsight on the actual stock, because they're bonusing you 15% 1 year later. But let's go back over in last week, just to give you a recap. Last week, on last week's video, we talked about just for capping, just for doing your job and capping at a $12,000 cap, the company is awarding you 750 shares of company stock just for doing what you're already doing. Now, today, what we're going to talk about is after you've capped, you've done your stock purchase program, you've gotten your equity awards of 750 shares for capping. Now it gets even better. The company allows you, now you're at capped and you're at 100%. The company allows you to take out 10%. Remember, you're at 100%. So it's kind of like you taking 10% of it, you keeping 90, but you're investing 10% in company stock. And if you do that, the company bonuses you 1 year later 30% bonus on those shares. Okay. So remember, I just showed you in these slides here. Okay. When you're capping, as you're capping every transaction, you take 5% out, they bonus you 15%. Okay. 1 year later. But then after you cap, they're going to bonus you a total of 30% on that 10% that you're taking out. And that, just to clarify, is maxed out at $15,000. So it is huge for you and your family to be able to have that equity. And guess what? You're already doing it. You're already selling transactions. So why not get some equity in the company you're working for? But Kelly, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this plan. I think it's amazing. It's done amazing things for my family. And you don't have to be a stockbroker or know anything about stocks. Just know that you're earning equity in the company.
So you hit it on the nail on the head, Matt. Before I came on board with companies that offered this, I was a transactional real estate agent. I worked with buyers, got them under contract, closed them, picked up a commission. I worked with sellers, listed their home, got them under contract, closed, picked up a commission. That was kind of the thing that, real estate agents do. We work hard, we hopefully close some deals, get checks. I didn't think about building my income in ways that, I didn't think were possible. And when I started doing this, I was able to amass some pretty life-changing money in my stock accounts. And remember, these are investment opportunities, guys. These are ways for you to set yourself up for retirement income. A lot of times, real estate agents, we don't think about that. We just think about hustling to get the next deal. And so, Matt, I know you and I both know, and we're not going to mention names, but you and I both know agents who took advantage of this, and they were closing 25, 30, 40 deals a year. They were becoming elite agents, or they were coming over to us and hitting icon in one company or elite with us, and these guys were maxing out. We know agents in real right now that have $1 million plus in stocks. So imagine that, guys. Imagine in the next 5 to 7 years working your butt off and converting some of these deals into buying stock in the company. And then at the end of that journey, having $1 million plus. No, now listen, we're not stock people. We're not going to tell you how much money you're going to make. I'm hypothetically saying, imagine that. Most agents, Matt, are only as good as their last transaction. And pretty much every broker we know out there, except for two that we know of, offer a program like this. So if you're an agent out there, please understand you can make income in more ways than just closing deals. And this is verifiable proof. Both Matt and I have a lot of stock because we took advantage of this program. So this can be, Matt, a life-changing proposition for agents in their 30s or 40s looking to retire at 65, right?
Yeah, and I mean, here's the deal. Okay, you got your real estate license. You're going to go sell some transactions, and just to make you understand that this only works if you sell transactions, right? So you need to surround yourself with people that are going to help you sell more transactions,
Correct.
which also earns you that check or that direct deposit, like Kelly said, when you go to the title company. Okay. But the more of those that you do, and if you're in a model that offers you a stock purchase program, the more equity you gain, the more wealth you're going to have. What a lot of people don't think about is they think about today, right? But they don't think about the future. Have you ever sat and thought, where am I going to be in 5 years from now? Am I going to be the agent that is still selling 30 or 40 transactions 5 years from now? Or am I going to be the agent that's still selling 30 to 40 transactions a year in 5 years, or 100, or whatever it is? But guess what? I have the transactions, but I also have this equity of wealth that I've built because I invested in myself, because I was with a company that offered me equity in the company every time I sold a transaction, versus with a company that does not offer you a stock purchase program where you didn't have that opportunity. And that's why we want to present this stuff to you. And that's what this whole video series is about, is to just show you what's out there. Because if you don't know what's out there, then you have no idea what's out there, and you have no idea how to make a decision for yourself and your family if it's a right fit, right? So as always, me and Kelly will let you know that we are here. We are all about the agents. Okay. We are not about, this isn't about Real Broker. This is about letting you know what's out there. Now, if you want to have a private conversation with us, talk about your business, try to help you with your marketing strategies, that's what we're here for. If you want to learn more about Real Broker, we'd be more than happy to have a private conversation about that as well. Kelly always drops a link in a calendar to have that conversation. But again, guys, we're here to help you grow. Our mindset is no agent left behind, and we grow together. And we are out here to change the real estate industry and the way that agents think, because we think like this. This is our mindset. We believe in collaboration versus competition. That's what we believe in. So, Kelly, I'll throw the call back to you. Thanks again, man, for getting on today and being able to share this with your network out there.
Excellent. All right, guys, you've heard it. Make sure you go and watch the other videos in this series. And again, if you're that agent and you want to have the conversation about creating equity, creating other avenues of that income, look below the video. I'll leave a Calendly scheduling link. You'll schedule a time with Matt and myself, and we'll go over the core values of your business. We'll take a look at what you're doing. We will give you our professional opinion based on this consultation of what we think you could be doing. and then answer any questions you have. And guys, this is not this won't be a meeting where we're going to be talking about you switching brokers. This is going to be an honest conversation about where you want to be. Matt, you had mentioned, where you want to be in 5 to 7 years. In 5 years, my game plan is to run my business from my cabin in Tennessee, overlooking a river and a mountain, with a nice drink in my hand, watching the fire, and on my laptop, literally running my business as I see fit. And guys,
Yeah.
I know that sounds pie in the sky, but you are where you say you're going to be. Right now is when you need to put things in motion for where you want your real estate business. And think about it, guys. You own a business. You don't own a real estate closing in 30 days. You don't own a Facebook. You own a complete business. It's up to you to maximize what that business does. All right, guys, look for the link below. And we absolutely want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for watching these series of videos. And by the way, hit subscribe and then hit the notification bell. We've got hundreds of videos on this channel, 6,000 agents at this point. We're growing this channel like crazy, and we will continue dropping massive marketing knowledge on this channel for you agents. You're not going to pay us for this type of training and coaching. We give it freely because we want
Free
you to
value.
understand. We do not, never, ever do we want to ever have it said about Matt Middlestat or Kelly Wheeler that we ever left an agent behind. We want you guys to have every benefit. Matt, thank you. And get ready, Matt. We're going to be doing the next one in the next day or two.
Sounds good, buddy. Talk to you soon.
All right.